Okay. My sinuses are on fire today. There's good reason, but good morning. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday, September 9th, and I am obviously at work, getting started with my day. It's about 5 a.m. So I think it's going to be a day. A couple things. Number one, last night was bad. We'll talk about that. Kind of jumping in really quickly to clarify my level of downness for Saturday morning. So this is a day later. I'm just interjecting this into video because I did not film later in the day. Basically, the night before was a tough evening. Those of you who have been following along know kind of the condition and everything of my mom and where she is at as far as her, she is late stage dementia. Also, sorry about the cicadas, they're a million. On Friday night, so the night before this video was taken, I had a long conversation with my dad about my mom's condition and her qualification for hospice. Hospice for cognitive declined individuals is totally different from hospice for your average person. You're looking at 6 months to 12 months of care for people in a hospice situation with those conditions. So it's not a deathbed service like it is for you and me. But my dad had just been informed, and after what I think are probably months of being much too close to the situation and not really acknowledging where my mom was at, I kind of had to talk him off the ledge. And so none of it was news to me. I have been immersing myself in understanding and learning more about her brain disease to the point where I knew exactly what they were going to say when they did their assessment, but he was not aware. And so I stayed up on the phone with him on Friday night and on the phone with my brothers, discussing this because it felt like everyone else was in denial up until that very point. And honestly, I had some waterworks and some sobbing and some stress, more so over the fact of feeling really terrible for my dad. Not as much, the news was not new to me as far as her condition. But hearing the change in my dad as far as his realization and understanding of exactly where she's at, that hurt. They have been together since 1967. They got married in 1968. They've been together for a huge percentage of their lives together. And so it hurt to hear him as upset and coming to that realization. So I spent Friday evening with a lot of crying, and then it's funny how bad emotional stress affects your body, because then I spent all Friday night and all Saturday morning up until that video was taken and after with terrible GI upset, just over that emotional stress. So I did not feel good when I filmed this video yesterday morning. I have since been able to kind of level off and sort through everything, but I just wanted to explain why I was so incredibly depressed in the video, and just my face hurt, my sinuses were on fire yesterday, my stomach was on fire yesterday, and y'all, I have made it almost to 42 years old without stress affecting my stomach. This is new. But in the last few months, it's happened like 2 or 3 times where I've had these really stressful situations that my stomach has been on fire. So hopefully I can find some ways to manage that so that that doesn't continue. But anyway, this is rambly to interject, but just explaining what that was about. But as a result of last night being bad, my sinuses hurt, my eyeballs hurt, that's why I'm wearing my glasses. Secondly, I totally forgot my earbuds at home, so I don't have any means of listening to music while I'm at work today.
or podcasts or anything like that, so I'm frustrated by that and just tired. So far this morning I've been working on some coffee. That's about it. So we'll see where the rest of the day takes us, but regardless, good morning, let's record, good, bad, ugly.
Okay, it is 8:30. I'm having breakfast, which is one of these guys, a full thing of Oscar Mayer bacon. So you might have seen my previous video. I have like 40 boxes of this. So each container I treat as a serving. So with that, we're looking at 20 grams of fat, let's see, 30 grams of protein, 300 calories. I'm good with this. So that is what I'm going to have for breakfast. With that, I have 3 different emotional support beverages. I have a cup of coffee. I have a 0 sugar monster. And I have water. It's going to be a day. Alright, so guess what I'm having for lunch? Y'all, I don't even feel bad. I did also have a 4-ounce burger patty that my meat department manager grilled on his little inside grill. So I did have that around noon. It is about 3:30 now, and this is getting ready to become late lunch. Alright, so for dinner, Richard grilled up some burger patties on the Blackstone. These just have his seasoning on them. There's no sugar in that. We've talked about marketing it. Maybe one day that'll happen, but until then, we just use it for ourselves. I also baked up some of these little mini peppers stuffed with some cream cheese and bacon. This is what the patties look like and how I assembled my burger. I actually ended up having 2. I did a little iceberg lettuce with some mayo, few dill pickle slices, threw my patty on there. This is American cheese. Nobody shoot me. That's just what we had. Did 1 thin slice of tomato, added a little bit of kosher salt on there, and then threw the lid on it, which was just more iceberg with some mayo. Again, I did have 2 of these. Each burger was about 3 ounces. And then I had 4 of these little mini pepper halves. Again, each one had some cream cheese, some bacon, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of shredded Mexican cheese in there as well. And it was delicious, and I did share with Millie.